The African Artistic Gymnastics Championships are making a return to South Africa this year as 8 nations will compete in the premier women's and men's artistic gymnastics competition on the continent. This year's event, scheduled for next weekend in Pretoria, promises to showcase an impressive display of athleticism featuring the top male and female gymnasts from different African countries. The African Champs are a qualifying event for the World Championships, which are set to take place in October. Joining us now is President of Gymnastics South Africa, Donovan, Jurgens, and South African gymnasts, Rooskrantz and Aidan Maguire. A very good evening to all three of you. Welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Caitlin, I'm going to start with you because you're defending 2 gold medals, one at the last African Championships. How confident are you feeling heading into an African Champs here on home soil?
Thank you for having me, firstly. And I'm really excited. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I think having it in South Africa for the first time since 2014 is a really big win for us already. It really makes me feel a lot more confident going into it, having our home crowd backing us. And I'm really excited about the event.
You are South Africa's premier artistic gymnast. How much pressure do you feel on your shoulders?
I think it's, so-so, not too bad. I think, going in as one of the 2 Olympians of the team, we do have a job to do. But I think, I go in with a mindset of the same mindset that I go into every competition, that you approach it as it's just another routine. I've done this a million times, and my main goal is to really just enjoy it, take in the experience, and really just try and perform the way I've been training.
Aidan, you finished 5th in the all-round contest at the 2018 African Championships. How close are you to that form this year?
I think I've 100% surpassed that form. I'm feeling a lot better, a lot more confident. If we go clean, we'll see some great scores and hopefully a podium as well.
How confident are you of that? The North Africans are traditionally incredibly strong. Do you feel that you'll gain something of a home ground advantage in Pretoria?
I think it helps a lot with the confidence, like Caitlin said. It is the home ground backing with the support and everything going around. There's no traveling involved. But the confidence, all I can say, it's a lot more. It's better. I've been training for this, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Donovan, just how important is this competition? It's a qualifier for World Championships, but also the Olympic Games are knocking closely on our doors.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, we would like to have more gymnasts at the Olympics. And this is incredibly important for exposing gymnastics to the public of South Africa. I think there's very few corporate support for gymnastics, and hopefully these championships on home soil will attract some resources to the sport as well. So from my position as president, of course, I want the gymnasts to have a safe competition, but we also need to look at the growth of the sport and attracting more funds, because the likes of Caitlin and Aidan, they need to travel to international competitions. They need to be exposed to the international world. So I'm going to exploit this opportunity to be with you also to hope that these championships will attract more attention to gymnastics.
When you speak about corporate sponsorship, just how much money does it actually cost to be able to put on an event like this, which gives many more South African artistic gymnasts the chance to compete against international competitors?
Yeah, without giving you all the exact figures, but an event like this runs into millions. We are hosting gymnasts from all across Africa, as you mentioned earlier on. So we are trying to do miracles on a shoestring budget, but it runs into the early millions.
And Donovan, just how big will the South African team be that will be representing the country?
My gymnast must help me out here. I know we have a total of 6. We've got 3 male gymnasts, and Caitlin help me. I think it's 4 female gymnasts as well. And then remember, we're also having an international, let's call it a friendly, with different gymnasts against Wales. Caitlin, help us out with the figures there.
So with the women's team, we have a team of 5 for the African Championships, and then as well another team of 5 for the bilateral competition with Wales.
The last time that South Africa hosted the African Championships, Caitlin, was back in 2015. You were a lot younger then. Just how much of an impact did that make for you personally and your gymnastics career?
It had a massive impact on my career. I was very young. I was actually, it was my first year as a junior gymnast. I was about, I think, 12, 13 years old, just getting started out on the international competitive stage. And yeah, I was one of the youngest in the team, and it was such an honor to have been chosen for that team. And I had an amazing competition, obviously, as my first competition. And I think for me, it showed me, what the potential that I had was going into the future. And I think, all these years later, it's 2023, it's back in the country. I am now an older senior and quite more experienced. So yeah, I'm excited and I'm confident going into this one.
The president says that he wants to create more Olympians. You know just what it takes to do just that. How much work does it take?
It takes a lot of work, as you can all imagine. Getting to the Olympics is no joke, but I think just competing in any elite level sport is a lot of work that you obviously have to put in. I've been doing this since I was 6, so I've really learned how to, I think, time manage and juggle the many different things in my life, mainly my career being gymnastics. Trying to balance that with school and now university has been a real challenge, but I think the biggest thing for me has just been time management and staying disciplined, keeping up with everything that you're doing and giving your all in everything that you do. That's what I believe in, is whatever I'm working on, I'm give my best, and that's really all that matters.
Aidan, we know just what a time-intensive sport artistic gymnastics is. How do you manage your time as well as having to run your life too?
So it started out easy with school because it was school and then gymnastics, school and then gymnastics. And as soon as that finished, I had to start working because I didn't go study. So it was training in the morning, training at night, and then work in between. But now I figured it out perfectly, and I have a nice job which supports my gymnastics background. So the time management, it's not such a big hassle at this point, but we figured it out.
Yeah, it certainly takes incredible dedication. Good luck to the both of you representing South Africa, as well as to you, Donovan, President of Gymnastics South Africa, the president of the organization as they host the African Championships next weekend in Pretoria.